JJK changed the world. If I were a kid right now, I would be on the playground going, domain expansion. Hormone replacement! What? Oh God. But airing that same season was an anime about a man who becomes a vending machine. And he just watches the women he likes do things. That should have been my Rosa Parks moment. I should have stood up and said, everyone, we're done watching anime. There is anime coming out in droves, but quality is all over the place. The only way you sort them out is by watching the anime or letting TikTok or Twitter tell you. I'm just gonna rank them myself. Problem solved. This show is good. There's espionage, backstabbing. You got a dude pretending to be a dude so he can kill a dude who's way stronger than himself. If that hasn't made you go watch the show right now, just give me a second, okay? It's not what it looks like. An alien species attempts to invade Earth, which we successfully fend off, but not without a price. We beat them, but why kill aliens when you can pimp them out? Every week, we send down the least intimidating ones and make a giant show of fighting them off to sell tickets and merch. There's just one problem with this plan. They've pissed off the wrong alien. If you've ever pretended to be sober or not gay in front of a family member, you understand how stressful this show is. The main character has to worm his way through a behemoth of an organization, always lying, always one step ahead, and if there's a single tell about who he is, the show's over. This is episode 2. That could have been a fake, you don't know. A man wakes up surrounded by his peers. Crows circle him like a fresh corpse. He's a commoner, discriminated against because of his bloodline, until he's turned to ash. Only that isn't the end. He opens his eyes and learns that he's reincarnated. This guy is now Prince Lloyd D. Salome. In his past life, he was terrible at magic. That's a gay spell. Now, he's the boss baby. If you've ever seen a show and thought, wow, I really like how this protagonist hasn't faced any issues and lives on creative mode, you need to watch this. He's a master swordsman, an Olympic gymnast, he bathes with 40 MILFs every night. Here's what really fucked me up. There's a demon god sealed away in their family library. If let loose, his power could destroy the entire king. He's a plushie now, and it's episode 1. This is episode 1. All this I can forgive, okay? You wanna make this guy a genius and great at everything, whatever. Why is he built like that? That is fucking insane. Like, this motherfucker's body is on thinner, you know what I mean? Like, if you got on TikTok right now with these proportions, you would be the next Libby Dunn. No question. You can't make the protagonist a bimbo. This isn't cool. I would beat the fuck out of this guy. All that said, the show does have a moral. The world encourages you to chase your dreams. Happiness lies at the end of immense effort. And if you try your best, some kid in China is playing Valorant better than you. There's no point in trying. This guy lived for magic and sucked. Then he responds and is suddenly a rich mana monster. I do not want a fucking genetic determinism isekai. This is the least disappointing anime I have ever seen. It is about a guy who works at a bar. What the fuck am I watching, man? You are watching an anime about a guy who works at a bar. Some hotel is trying to find a bartender, and the old man guy is like, no, we don't just need a bartender, we need the glass of God. Who I guess is just the master of stereotyping people before serving alcohol. Police officer, off duty. He's gonna need a drink to terrorize his wife too. Whiskey, no. Scotch. These two ladies go scouting, and coincidentally, they run into this guy named Ryu. Ryu is autistic as fuck. Alcohol is his special interest. He knows everything about it, and you're damn right he takes pride in it. I just want my customers to be as fucked up as possible. It's really weird because they try to have a positive moral throughout the show, which manifests in people changing their life for the better every time they try his alcohol, which isn't normally how that works. I just really struggled to figure out who this anime is for. It's not that fucking serious, man. Dude, is this how alkies be? Is this just how fucking alkies be every Saturday? Is it for middle-aged salarymen? Is it If you're a toddler, this will be your Breaking Bad. Taiyo Asano is an orphan with extreme anxiety. Despite this, a blue-haired alt baddie is super interested in him. But as he's talking to her, their teacher asks to see Taiyo. He's like, Taiyo, I am a pedophile. And Tayo replies, yes, this is true. And the teacher starts showing him thousands of pictures of the blue-haired girl dating all the way back to her being 3 years old. Main character could not care less about this, but this is what makes our main character think he's gone too far, because it could affect him instead of his best friend. Oh, okay. This guy's a rogue pedophile. Better send a young woman to fight him. Turns out, the alt girl comes from a long line of spies with quirky abilities, and this guy is super protective of his little sister. The entire family isn't enough to stop him from killing Tayo. The only thing they can do is join the main character and the alt girl together in the beautiful union of marriage, thus forcing the older brother to chill out. They get married, brother still hates him but trains him to be a spy. You know. I thought I was going insane.
What the fuck? The cat's whipping the damn vehicle. Oh my god, the fucking rocket launcher's gonna hit the CGI car, but the cat swerves the car. This is for little kids.
There's an episode where MC is protecting his wife and realizes the whole time he's had a bomb attached to his undershirt. The exit's blocked. The entire day was coordinated to get him in the right place at the wrong time. Instantly, he decides to fucking kill himself. And then he gets saved, and they disarm the bomb, and the brother's even like, a perfect bomb aside from this one weakness. Swing. I reckon taking off your fucking shirt and throwing it outside was the weakness. Then there's the reviews. Have you watched Spy X Family? It's like that. No. You can't just compare this fucking show to Spy X Family just because it has spies in it. That'd be like if someone asked, what's S.H.I.E.L.D. Hero about? And I go, okay. Have you seen Roots? This is an anime about a guy who doesn't give a fuck. If you want an anime all about fights this season, Windbreaker's the first place to look. A guy transfers to a school full of dudes who protect the neighborhood by fighting bad guys. There's political struggles, a huge variety of characters, fun choreography, and somehow not a single interesting conversation. Fighting anime should be about fighting, okay? If the characters aren't super well written like Holy Land, or if the plot isn't so crazy you can't look away like Baki, the fights have to be fire and plentiful. This was cool as shit, but this isn't an anime, it's a war on patience. They go to a school with no fucking faculty in it. Weird. Their gang controls literally every aspect of it. Strange. All they do all day is dedicate their time to fighting. Odd. Yet, they fight once every fucking eon. Let's see what those fights are like. You've beat me, but I wasn't using my full power. Not bad, but now that I've decided to use my full power, this fight's a piece of cake. Your full power nearly matches my full power, but I've had a flashback and wanted more. While your flashback and full power have made your new full power, just shoot this man. Just shoot him. I wouldn't even mind if the people were interesting to listen to. Now, I want you to imagine Don Cheadle saying that. The character design is so cool. The main character is almost cool, but there's something missing from this show. This is an isekai for people that are sick of isekai. Right as I press play.
Well, you know what? This is one possible way to open an anime.
They skipped all the bullshit. This isn't about a neat otaku being reincarnated. There's no awkwardness. It's about a guy who already came from a cool planet. But he's not cool anymore. Now he's a goblin. He goes hunting and realizes he can steal the special qualities of any creature he eats, the same ability he had in his previous world. It's kind of crazy. He should not be getting this much mileage out of one ability. I don't see how the fuck he won't surpass God in the next 9 episodes, but for now it's fun. On paper, this is like the most satisfying isekai. The linear progression gamifies the show. You see this dude collect weapons from the monsters he kills, then he teaches the scrubs. It's so satisfying. One day, one of the goblins is like, hey, who's my mom? This is how you got my mom? There's a scene where a bunch of elves start shit with the goblins, so he forces them all to fight. I wonder why he only let the females live.
Yo, this motherfucker needs it.
Personally, I find it quite attractive when a woman likes me for me. And not because I've kidnapped her and systematically killed all of the males in her orbit, That's just me. It's really hard for me to enjoy the series when they're constantly trying to gaslight me into thinking, it's okay he's holding them against their will. They'll like it eventually. This guy is a Sekai, and everyone's like, oh, the heroes arrived. And then the king is like, show us your power. And then he's like a farmer or some shit. So the king is like, send him to the forest. Oh, goddamn a Sekai forest that I've seen in like 4 shows. And
what the
he
fuck?
has infinite stats.
The motherfucker has infinite ability. What? This is stupid.
Oh, he has magic for literally everything.
Choose your desired gender? This shit was made in 2024! Oh my. Oh my. That's badass.
The most surprising thing about this show is that the girl actually turns out to be a hot adult woman. The girl is frozen in an ice cube. She is the god of gaming. The god of gaming was frozen in an ice cube due to hide and seek. She demands to meet the best gamer in the world, so the world is like, we need another autistic guy. He's good at memorizing stuff and gaming, and through gaming, he will save the world despite being scared of women.
Dude, that is not Riz.
The plot is stupid, the art is stupid, the character design is stupid, this anime made me feel stupid. How to Fight was almost the show to watch. It's about a guy who's treated like dirt at his school, and people have monetized that. They stream his embarrassment daily. His reflection no longer shows someone he can be proud of. On a day like any other, he's being taken advantage of, and then he fucks up. And as he's being beaten, he eats his feelings, shelves them away until the guy bullying him insults his mom. They have this pathetic fight without noticing that they live stream the entire event. So if his life wasn't embarrassing before, it definitely is about to make him a lot of money now. YouTube is all about putting a price tag on your pride. If I was 100% of a man before starting this job, I'm about 60% now. How to Fight is about the opposite. It's about a weak person stealing control back from the world. I love stories where this shit happens, and it seems so plausible too. Hobin decides to monetize his fights, and on the way, he stumbles upon this zero-view YouTube channel that teaches him fight tips. So he grinds, works his ass off, and slowly becomes unfuckwithable. A lot of this is legit too. There's an MMA champ and some BJJ expert consulting with the writer on how to nail these fights. You got baseball chokes, there's calf kicks, and the Korean specialty being dramatic as fuck. There's cloud chasing e-girls and drug empires. This manhwa is ridiculous. I recommend that every person watching this pretend like the anime doesn't exist.
Ew! I hate the art so much, dude.
Please read the manhwa. The Fable has me quite conflicted because the story is hysterical. It's about a legendary hitman who's told to go a year without killing. No more barking at pregnant women, no more killing drug dealers cold turkey. So, say some guys want to start a fight with him. Here comes a haymaker. I'll take the punch with my forehead and shatter his fingers. Now to sell it. He mods his gun to shoot rubber bullets, and when he fights, the entire environment becomes a weapon to him, but he gets a full-time job making children's illustrations. You can't predict what this guy will do next, so why does it look like I drew it? It's kind of ugly. Massive creatures called kaiju terrorize modern Japan, and us humans are really good at killing things. But when you kill monsters the size of skyscrapers, someone's got to do the hard work and clean it all up. And there's no Mexicans in Japan. What? What? I told like 20 white jokes the last few months. That's earned me 1 POC point. You can't do this to me! I'm Mexican this month! Kafka is one of those guys cleaning up monster organs, but really, he's always dreamed of being the guy killing them. He failed the qualification test year after year, and now he's hit his 30s. The only thing he can do now is give a small piece of hope to the next generation of soldier. The next generation is about to turn into monster shit. Oh, Kafka clutches it out. And this is a huge moment for the two, because now Kafka knows that he has it in him to save people. He's probably gonna die like right now though. Here's the full list. Screenshots will cost extra. Subscribe. I get Crunk and fucking Boogie and other videos too. And I lost a little bit of confidence at the end of that sentence. So.